It's been 24 days since that brutal attack and massacre in Israel, and that led to now what we see as a full-fledged war. It's day 3 also of the offensive, the ground invasion, that is by the Israeli troops into Gaza to get their hostages back. But what we see in Gaza skyline, look at this. Black smoke rising over the skyline, loud explosions are constantly heard in the Palestinian enclave following this expansion of the ground operations. IDF tanks as well as fighter jets were seen operating on the border in Gaza. Israel continues to pound the Gaza area on all fronts. It's clearly a full-blown attack on the Hamas group, as they call it, but we have seen civilian casualties also in a high number from the Gaza Strip. Israeli army claims IDF fighter jets struck over 450 military targets belonging to Hamas in Gaza Strip, including operational command centers, observation posts and anti-tank missiles. Israeli army spokesperson Daniel Hagari also went on to say that Israeli forces are proceeding with as per their plan, expanding ground operations in the Gaza Strip gradually, adding the focus right now was on dismantling Hamas.
אנחנו במלחמה, אתם מבינים את זה מהיום הראשון. זה יהיה תהליך ארוך, ואנחנו עכשיו בשלב שאנחנו פוגעים חזק באויב גם בפנים, בכניסה לתוך רצועת עזה. צה"ל ממוקד עכשיו רק בדבר אחד, ניצחון, פירוק חמאס, פגיעה בכמה שיותר מפקדים של האויב, כמה שיותר לוחמים של האויב, כמה שיותר תשתיות של האויב. אש שאתם יריתם הביאה לזה שכשכוח שלנו הגיע, האויב היה כבר חלקו הרוג, חלקו פצוע, חלקו לא מסוגל לתפקד, חלקו ברח וחלק עוד שם והכוחות נלחמים בהם. אני מאוד שמח לראות כאן לוחמות ולוחמים, מפקדות ומפקדים. אתם עושים עבודה יוצאת מן הכלל, ואני מכין אתכם. יש לנו תהליך ארוך. אנחנו מתכוונים לטפל בחמאס באופן יסודי. אתם תעבדו מקצועי, קחו אוויר, ואנחנו נעשה טוב, ננצח ונביא ביטחון למדינה.
אנחנו ממשיכים להילחם בעזה. אנחנו מתקדמים בשלבי המלחמה על פי תוכניות סדורות. צה"ל מרחיב בהדרגה את הפעילות הקרקעית שלו ברצועת עזה ואת היקף הכוחות. זה ייקח זמן, אנחנו נדע להתאים את עצמנו להתפתחויות כדי לעמוד במטרות המלחמה.
India today is on the ground right now. Shiv Arur is joining me on the latest as he covers all sides of this big war story. Shiv, tell us first about the ground offensive, the invasion by the Israeli troops into the Gaza Strip. They say it's about Hamas. They say it's about getting their hostages back. But what is the ground reality presently? What are you picking up on the updates?
Well, it's been an extremely busy day too on the Gaza front. We've been reporting from there. We witnessed a great deal of airstrikes taking place, tank operations taking place. From the distance we could also see some artillery bombardment taking place from the eastern flank of the Gaza Strip. But some significant developments that have been announced by the IDF is that one particular observation post saw some Hamas terrorists apparently exiting from a tunnel in the northern part of Gaza. That area was struck. Some terrorists were apparently killed. Some other terrorists were killed further towards the middle part of Gaza, apparently during airstrikes. And these have been continuing. The Erez crossing in the north, remember, is a place from where a large number of the Hamas terrorists actually spilled over into Israel on the morning of October the 7th, to conduct their carnage in different kibbutzes and different areas. So day 2 has been even more aggressive perhaps than day 1, and it doesn't look like it's going to be letting up. That level of aggression, that level of intensity is most definitely going to be continuing, and we saw that firsthand as well.
Shiv, of course, the focus will now become the tunnels, or a tunnel-like city that Hamas has built over these years in Gaza. Are the Israelis confident that they'll be able to negotiate for the hostages, most likely who've been put in these tunnels, or just to be able to go through these tunnels? What are you picking up on that front?
That's a very good question. The tunnel infrastructure, the tunnel network in Gaza is extensive. And we understand that between 2014, which was the last time that Israel invaded Gaza, and 2023, that's 9 years, perhaps the complexity, depth, and the survivability of these Hamas tunnels may have actually increased manifold. There are double or triple the number of tunnels according to one intelligence assessment. Some of them are, way deeper than they were before, and therefore out of reach of even, deep striking penetration missiles of the kind that Israel has been dropping. Now, remember that the IDF and the Israeli Air Force have said that they've managed to destroy a lot of tunnels. They've managed to, put eyes on many of the, entrance points to these tunnels, which is, how you actually glean intelligence about where these tunnels actually are. But the fact that anti-tank weaponry continues to be profusely used against the IDF, even in these first two opening days of the ground operation, suggests that the Hamas is able to hide a lot of its armory in these tunnels. There's a huge risk for the IDF in getting into these tunnels and navigating them, because that'll put their own soldiers and officers at a great deal of risk, because they will be entering an area which is kind of the Hamas's area. They know it better than the IDF, no matter how much technology the IDF may have. So this is going to be a huge risk. How they navigate it, how they actually are able to turn the tables on Hamas as far as the tunnels are concerned, is going to be, in my view, one of the principal challenges of this urban warfare campaign.
Interesting. Shiva, I request you to stay on with me.